The TMR gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio. The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Markki. Join the TMR gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, and we are live on Facebook.
Join us, facebook.com/RX931, Twitch TV, and YouTube Live.
That's right. Okay, so let's start off with our first batch of the top 10. Courtesy of Rhythm 1975. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Let's start off at number 10. From Simply Nedge.
Ooh, he disappeared, Chico.
Oh. Ew.
Where did you go, Chico?
What happened?
Garcia?
You got kicked out.
You just disappeared.
Don't tell me it's my internet.
It's absolutely your internet.
Just when Markki walked in, you disappeared.
I know. Oh. And now
You got expelled.
the StreamYard won't connect.
The
Okay.
Stromyard.
It just won't connect. Okay.
No, is it your internet?
It's my internet.
Possibly, but I think
It
they
is
can
my
hear
internet.
you.
Okay.
Pero teka
Hopefully.
muna, di ba magkasama tayo sa internet?
No, I'm LAN.
Kuya
Naka-LAN ako, diba?
Albert. Kuya Alberti.
I
Yes.
shall call Kuya Albert.
Okay, so here we go. Let's start off with Simply Nedge. Pag nakipag-hide and seek na, yung umutang sa akin. Ay, ito na yung mahabang
Singilan, hanapan.
habulan, hanapan, singilan, blakan. Sometimes
God.
umaabot sa ganun. Ha?
Hulihan.
Hulihan. And number 9, coming from the Super Malas Guy. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. It's 6 p.m. on a Friday payday. Umuulan ng malakas at sira ang MRT. Hi, good luck. You know, anything that has to do with
Public transport.
and
Ulan.
like those actually dagdagan mo pa yan. 'Di ba yung worst is payday Friday, umuulan, sira ang MRT, dagdagan mo pa ng yung mga midnight sale. Remember, usong-uso natin yan.
Yeah.
So that's like the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. Na pag pinagsabay-sabay mo,
Wild.
is usually Carmageddon.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a thing. Number 8, coming from Nero, yung nag-resign na, yung kinaiinisan mong office mate. Kaya akala mo okay ng lahat. Kaya lang sa'yo pinasa lahat ng trabaho niya. Like what if you were the same, kumbaga same tier kayo sa company.
Yeah.
So pag biglang nawala, kanino ipapasa? Di syempre sa'yo.
Oo.
There's that, and then there are other stuff as well. Diba?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Minsan parang nawala, pero kunyari may iniwan na chismis about you or something
yeah,
like that,
that's
diba?
true.
Which you're
That's
gonna have to
true.
deal with.
And also, number 7 from Juice Blank, kapag sinabi sa'yo ng intrimitidang office mate mo, kung pwedeng, quote, pakabilisan naman yung internet. Sometimes I want to tell them, gina-gatekeep ko ba yung Mbps ng internet? Ipapump ko ba ng poso yung ISP? Like, you can only do so much.
True.
Totoo naman kasi yan,
That
di ba?
is true.
It's not like it's up to them.
Not in my hand.
Not in my hands.
Not in my hand.
Yeah.
Internet is out of our control.
Yep. Di ba minsan like you remember that? Yung merong earthquake, tapos there's this cable in the bottom of the ocean
I remember.
that gets damaged because of the earthquake. And we're talking like miles deep into like the Pacific Ocean or whatever. And pag yung kable na yun yung napatid or na-damage, like the entire region will not have internet.
And
I remember
it will
that.
take a while.
It will take a while. You know what you think about it? When because I just forgot, but I read about how deep that cable is. I'm like, how do you even repair that? Do you get people like, because definitely these are like depths that people cannot survive even with equipment.
Like how? How did they do
Exactly.
it?
How did they do it? Like in the first place, how did they ever get him that deep?
Yeah.
And two, how do you repair something? Kunyari napatid.
Mm.
Sino yung pupunta sa baba?
Can you just imagine?
I
mean,
can't
yung sa amin
imagine.
nga, remember when the whole road thing happened?
Yes.
On my street? Na
Oh, I remember
parang,
that. That was
I
scary.
was like, how do you even fix something that's like
Something like that.
something like that? But they actually did it. So kudos to the local government for doing that.
Yeah.
And number let me see here. Number 6 from Glensum. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. You're enjoying your bongga out of the country trip. But since utang lang yung pinanggastos mo dun, you're going to have to pay for it for the next 2 years.
OMG, I know how you feel.
Ako ganyan ako for the condo.
Mm.
Like alam mo yung parang you were so happy, it was my first ever like real estate investment. Natapos siya, I had to borrow money from my mom. It got to that point na hindi ka talaga kinaya ng finances ko just to finish it. And I was able to finish it. Pero alam mo yung super enjoy ka na months on end, pero nagbabayad ka pa rin
Yeah.
because of what you had to borrow in order for you to finish it. So that was tough. That was
Yeah.
I wonder if
not
I can,
gonna lie.
if I can borrow money from your mom. Tapos ikaw yung guarantor.
Oh. Sasabihin ko, Ma, you're on your own, kid. Pag pinautang mo yan, you're on your own, kid. Oo. No, because I remember, okay, T, hindi naman natin kilala itong mga.
Sige.
Pero it used to happen all the time. I know of friends. Co-worker sila. Okay? And they have like a co-op in their company. And so you could borrow money. Tapos you could get, but you have to have a guarantor.
Yeah.
And usually, you just ask your coworker as a guarantor kasi nga
Yeah.
pareho kayong under the company, right? So if
Yeah.
the company can see that kunyari kami ni Markki, uutang ako sa co-op, ang guarantor ko si Markki.
Mm.
So obviously, RX knows how much Markki is earning, and alam naman nila na, okay, he's earning enough to be able to pay my utang in case I can't pay.
Yeah.
Okay? Ang nangyari, after Markki agrees and signs up for it, I resign.
Tapos
And I
hindi ka na
leave the
mahanap ni
company.
Markki.
Hindi na ako mahanap ni Markki at hindi na rin ako mahanap ng
So
kumpanya.
then si Markki yung magbabayad.
But because Markki agreed to be the guarantor, he has no choice but to pay what I owe the company. So, right? Like,
hahanapin ka.
and true story, this is actually, and not just one pair, like multiple pairs. Ganyan na nangyayari. Like they suddenly resign from their company and the guarantors are left.
I can never imagine running away from debt. From,
Yeah.
from a debt. Actually, running away from that period, but especially when you put someone else in
Exactly.
debt, right?
Right?
That's like, wala ka bang konsensya?
At saka yung, alam mo yung nagmagandang, ito pa nga
Oo,
yung
yun
tao
nga
na
eh.
nagmagandang loob
Exactly.
na i-guarantor ka just so that you can get that money. Tapos sila pa yung tatakbuhan mo.
Diba that's the
Oo.
story of, that not Tinder Swindler, but the other one. Actually, Tinder
Si Anna
Swindler
Del
din
V.
eh.
Si
Both.
Inventing Anna. Yeah, both.
They're
of
all
them, actually.
swindlers in the end of the day.
That's true.
It's scary.
Pero horrible lang, no? Yung parang sila pa yung pinot into trouble mo and they're
And they
your
didn't do
friends.
anything.
They're your
They were
friends. And number 5, coming from Lord Camden, nagka-boyfriend ka na sa wakas. Tuwan-tuwa ka, di ba? Kaso, closet case pa pala sila sa pamilya dahil uber conservative religious people. So we'll have to do the whole secret thing. And, introduce you as a best friend or an office mate or whatever.
Minsan kasi, you kind of know what you're signing up for. And especially if the person confides in you and tells you na, I'm not ready to come out of the closet yet. Diba? So, you know that you're gonna have to keep everything a
Pero yun nga,
secret.
alam mo rin na papunta pa lang tayo sa
Yes,
exhausting
it's
part.
gonna get
It's
exhausting.
good. At saka, ayun, ako feeling ko, pwedeng at the start, you're okay with it.
Mm.
Tapos parang, but in the back of your head, you're like, but eventually we'll get there. So when it's not getting
When
there,
it never gets there. Oh
you're
my
like,
gosh.
anong plano? Anong plano? Kailan tayo magiging legal
Parang
sa
after
family
3
ko?
years, bakit nandito pa ako sa condo mo?
Ay,
Ahoy!
okay. Hindi, pero 'di ba, may mga ganun eh. Yung parang like, I'm saying I'm okay with it, but I'm not saying indefinitely.
Yeah, there is a time limit.
There has to be
There has
some
to
sort
be-
of timeline where you will have to be comfortable with the idea, or at the very least, if not to the public, at least to your family and to our close friends,
Yeah.
so that I don't have to be that. Kasi parang it also parang chips off of your
And it makes
self-confidence.
your world smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Diba? Oh,
And then
shout out
tsaka-
to my friend Rai who says, ako yan.
Ay.
Scary. It's not as exhausting as it seems.
Ay, okay.
Oh my gosh, ito, basahin mo, Hazel.
John Sinai from Facebook says, yes, may clue ka na kung di pa out yung partner mo. Malay mo, antay ka lang 36 years para maging comfortable siya. Ang tagal naman nun, 36 years.
Ang tagal naman. 36 years.
Ano?
Hindi
ilan
kasi,
taon na
diba,
kayo?
ang inaano mo lang is that, yeah, one problem about this is you could be actually okay with it. You don't have a problem with it. Pero hindi mo alam, it's chipping away from your confidence, your self-worth. Kasi parang like, you feel like a dirty secret that, your partner is keeping you away from everybody else. And like, am I such a horrible person? That's not the case. They love you, but it's an involuntary chipping away at your self-worth kasi nga parang ayaw kang aminin, ayaw kang,
And sometimes you reach the point where you think that is your only worth.
yeah.
And then when you reach that point, it becomes so toxic.
Mm.
Because
And then-
it's
you also resent yourself for putting yourself in that situation.
Exactly.
For agreeing to the terms.
Tsaka
diba?
kasi sometimes what you want is like, not naman to everyone if you're really not ready, pero yung sana man lang to your family, yung the people you encounter all the time,
Yeah.
your family, your
members,
barkada,
your best friends.
your best friends,
You
ano
don't
man
have to
lang
be super
doon.
legal on social
Yeah,
media,
exactly,
But like
exactly.
if you're out at least to your friends and your family members and like maybe a few acquaintances, I think that's fine.
That would be
Pero
great.
minsan that's when it starts to kind of go haywire eh. Yung parang pag nag-umpisa ka na.
Nag-umpisa ka
Na
na.
parang,
Yeah.
okay, medyo we're making progress kasi meron na, pwede na siyang humang out with my friends. Okay, nag-hang out na kami with his or her friends. And then parang, so what's stopping you from, diba, introducing me to the family? What's stopping you from taking me to the workplace and introducing me to your workmates? Yung
Pero kasi,
nag-ano na siya.
that
parang
also could be
tuloy-tuloy.
the catalyst. Kasi nga, pag nakita mo na, uy, okay pala sa family and friends, baka nga pwede na to like, malay mo, pwede rin ganon. So, it could go either way. Pwedeng worse, pwedeng better.
Yes.
But like we say nga, wala naman talagang template when it comes to that.
Mm.
Each person has a different journey. Like some people's families are very supportive, some are not.
To each their own.
Kaya nga, di ba, like, nowadays, it's like looked down upon when you try to out somebody kasi parang, you don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Like, you always assume na parang it's just cowardice or it's just,
Like, okay.
you
it's
don't know
not
what people are going
It's
through.
not just outing people in terms of their sexuality. It's outing people in all aspects of life. Never out someone before they're ready to say it.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's true.
Anything. Not just that.
And number 4, coming from Camilo, ayan, nanalo ka nga ng Pangulo. O siya, magsimula ka ng magtrabaho. That's why I love yung, remember that classic quote from the late, great Dolphy? He was actually asked na parang, why don't you ever run for office? For sure you will win. No matter what the position, you will win. Tapos yung sagot niya was a classic. Sabi niya, madaling tumakbo. Ang problema, paano pag nanalo?
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's
a very good answer.
That's an incredible answer. Kasi nga parang sa kanya, parang like, that's not the problem. I will probably win.
And
Lalo
that's
kunyari,
when you know that he comes from a good place.
he comes from a good place.
Because a lot of people would be like, well, paano na pag nanalo? Di ito na.
Kikita na ako.
Ito na.
Di ba?
It's the start of something new.
Exactly.
Which is, of course, a horrible mindset.
So, ang galing lang. Ang galing nung sagot niya yun. And for me, it's still the best answer I've heard from a celebrity who was being like asked if they wanted to enter politics. Ang galing.
Yeah, no.
Lodi talaga yun.
It's especially the ones who know that they're good at what they do already.
Mm.
And they don't need to transcend that into something else that'll make them more money.
That's true. And number 3 from Arch Aguilar, papunta pa lang sa exhausting part, I finally got 8 hours of sleep. And it only took me 4 days.
Oh my God, I can't.
Grabe!
Can't do that.
Alam mo, I
That
really
was
can.
my weekend last
Honey, my
weekend.
sleep.
Alam mo, totoo, like, you can deprive me of food,
Same.
but I really need my sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I literally cannot function as a human being anymore if you don't give me sleep.
Like, what is the worst symptom of your lack of sleep? Or
Ako, I know that it's really bad na pag yung feeling ko lumulutang na ako. Like literal na I'm not standing on the ground.
Yeah.
Or yung parang iba na yung kulay ng world, parang sepia na siya.
Yeah.
Parang,
It's just a general feeling of unwell.
it's horrible.
For me personally, I almost got run over by a car.
oh my
One
Oh
god.
my
time.
gosh.
Like before. Kasi I was so lutang. Kasi I think this was back in college pa ha. And I was also working courtside. So I remember, I think I was on the way back home from a game or something like that. Tapos parang sa may, yung, you know that tawiran from Shangri-La going to Mega Mall?
Yeah.
Ganon. So I crossed and like, I was so out of it that literally like I almost got hit by a car. Ganon. Yung parang usually I'm super alert.
Yeah.
I don't even like wearing earphones, diba? Kasi nga,
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of not knowing what's going on around me. But at that point, I think nag-check out na talaga yung senses ko. Kasi sobrang, I was just zombieing around, just hoping to get home.
That's true.
I feel like my mood changes significantly. Like, I'm alert, but I get highly aggro.
Ako
It's
kasi
like,
that's
don't cross me.
that's earlier on. Ano pa yon? Light symptoms pa
When
sa
you're a
akin
bit
yung
short.
when I'm a bit like parang lutang.
Like, mga instead of 8 hours, you get like 4, 5 hours.
Pag kunyari talaga yung matindi. Like remember yung mga ano natin, yung mga Pokemon ano natin na
oh my
dire-diretso.
gosh,
Tsaka
I've seen
kasi-
Chico snap. It was the best.
ang
yung train
problema,
moment,
The
no?
train moment. That was the only time I think I've ever seen Chico snap. The other side of his Gemini. That was a moment.
Hindi,
Ikaw,
alam-
Markki, ha?
Yun yung lumabas yung other side ni Chico. Not today, Satan!
hindi, alam mo yung don't me. Or yung mga, wag ngayon, Markki, wag ngayon.
You saw, he like turns his head to me and then you see his eyes and they're like burning.
Tapos alam mo yung kulay red?
Kulay red.
And not
may
because,
fire.
not
Super
because
red.
puyat dahil may flames.
And I just looked at him and I said, okay.
And then you left him alone na.
Yeah, that train moment.
Tapos yung alam mo yung nakaano na ako, nakatungo na ako. And I'm like just looking at my phone.
Pero
Yeah.
true naman, di ba?
Mm,
If you don't have a chair and you really needed to rest, which is what I told you to do,
yeah.
if you need to rest, you could always go to the senior citizen
Ang
seat.
point ko nga, hindi ako qualified. Kaya sa akin parang, bakit mo ko pinipilit lumabag sa batas? Sa bubot kong to, pauupuin mo ko doon.
Oh, so saan ko upo? Sa mga bag?
Napaka-fresh ko. Di ba doon nga ako umupo sa bag?
Yeah.
I sat on our luggage, on my luggage.
Parang
I sat
ano,
there.
ako naman I had a moment with someone we know that recently turned 60.
Okay.
So, it's like, oh no, my gosh. Alam mo, binalik na nila yung harang dun sa tawiran so we can't cross. You have to go dun sa overpass.
Okay.
Sabi ko dun sa footbridge kasi sabi ko, oh, bawal na ulit tumawid dyan. Ano na naman yan, pang seniors like mga pregnant, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Sabi niya sa akin, pwede na ako. Ay, oo nga pala. It was like,
Oh, at least sa kanya
yay!
nang galing.
Oo, sabi ko nga, yay! At least may excuse na ako kasi kasama mo ako.
Oo, at
So,
least, di ba?
Kunyari, itatawid na lang kita. Mm-mm. Oh,
And-
you're back! After
I wouldn't be so
almost-
She's
quick.
back
no,
again.
it's clear now. You
What?
look-
Really?
yeah.
Sa akin, puro bilog pa rin yung nakikita ko.
We
So, I
see
don't
you
know.
though. We see you.
We see you.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're frozen, but we still
See,
you.
I'm telling you, I'm frozen.
Oh.
When your heart's not open.
Remix number 2000.
Alam mo, feeling ko,
Give yourself
Feeling ko
to me.
aabutan pa ng next boyfriend ni Madonna yung mga susunod na remix ng Frozen.
Oh, for sure.
Sino tong
For
bagong avatar mo, Chico?
Si Kim Min Kyu. Kim Min Kyu. Sa business proposal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, go check it out.
I tried to watch Happiness yesterday. Happiness ba yun? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I haven't yet.
The one with the
Yung zombie?
I tried to, but like when I saw na subtitles lang. And
napagod ka.
again, I'm not saying that I'm against subtitles. I just play Pokemon at the same time as
Yeah.
watching.
Actually, parang interesting yung latter half ng happiness. Not so much the ha. The other half. Di ba so? Yeah. What do you think? Kayo, anong mas tipo nyo?
Ines? Ines?
Ako dun sa Ines.
Ines.
Hindi,
Ines.
pero accurate according to my friend Hannah, who messaged me right after she watched it.
Yeah?
She's like, have you watched Happiness? Bakit pa ang tatanga? Galit na naman siya.
Ito na naman, no?
Ajit
Which
na
was
naman.
my, in All of Us Are Dead.
Exactly. Ganun din yung sentiment namin sa All of Us Are Dead eh. So,
No! I give up. Sorry. Not because of the top 10. Ayoko na. Rudes Antonio na lang at number 2. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Pag-start na ng Facebook Live. Rudes Antonio says, kapag nawalan ka ng wallet, kailangan mo ipa-cancel lahat ng credit card and debit cards mo. Kukuha ka pa ng bago. Pati ID mo, kailangan mo mag-apply ng bago. Yung mga nawalang pera pa, yung mga, if you have government cards like your SSS card, your TIN card, you have to get them all over again.
and that's like 10 times worse when it happens and you're not home.
If
Like,
you are in
kunyari,
another country.
If you're in another
Yes.
country or another city, ang hirap. Kasi, number one, it's a challenge to call all of the banks and everything. Diba? Ang
Yeah.
hirap. Kasi mas mahirap tumawag pag long distance, obviously.
Yep.
Tapos, wala lang. And how do you spend money after that? Diba? Parang you're gonna have to inconvenience whoever's with you. Nauutangan mo muna. Otherwise, wala kang pera the whole trip.
Yung kilala ko, sister niya, they went to Bali. On the first day, and on the very first tourist spot that they went to, nag-selfie siya. So yung niya, yung sling bag niya where all her money is, sinabit niya dun sa nearby branch. Kasi magpipicture siya, magsiselfie siya. So she took a couple of tas umalis sila. Naiwan niyang nakasukbit dun sa branch.
Wala na pagbalik nila.
Wala na. And worse, they found out gabi na.
Oh my God.
So she had to get on like a motorcycle. Alam mo yung parang angkas
Yeah.
ng Bali.
Did she report it?
Yeah. So they had to, and the tourist spot was far from their resort. So she had to like angkas with a complete stranger to go back to the tourist spot, back to the tree, only to find out that it isn't there and had to go back home.
Ang
To the resort.
hassle.
Sobrang, tas alam mo yun, it's exhausting physically, it's exhausting emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, di ba that happened to one of my kabarkadas also in Thailand naman? Shopping destination pa naman yun. We were there because we wanted to go shopping.
Right.
First day, pagdating namin doon sa one of the biggest malls, nawala yung wallet niya. Like literally, she was crying in the mall.
Oh.
Because
Oh my
she's like,
gosh,
I don't have my
that
wallet.
sucks.
I don't have my money.
Oh, crap.
Everything is there. So,
I can
yeah.
imagine.
Can you imagine? And it was like a 5-day trip or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So she
That-
had no money the rest of the. We had to lend her money.
That
True.
actually happened to one of the people who worked for the fashion designer I was with in Dubai for Arab Fashion Week.
Yeah.
It was her first time out of the country ever, out of the States. And she lost her wallet in the mall.
It's so sad.
She
And
wanted to buy so many
traumatizing.
things.
Yes,
Yeah.
Definitely. And the top, papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Last bucket of beer, May umiiyak na sa isang sofa, may nag-aaway sa kitchen, may nagmomomol sa garden, at may nagtatawag ng uwak sa banyo. Tapos, ikaw lang ang sober.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is exhausting.
Oh my gosh, that's super exhausting. You
That's
take care of
exhausting.
everyone.
You have to take care of everyone. Tapos worse, buti ko overnight. I can imagine, what if kailangan mong ihatid yan lahat? Or kunyari, hindi naman kasama sa usapan yon, pero you're not in a place where you can sleep over. You kind of biglang, alam mo yung last minute, you have no choice but to bring everybody home.
You know, I'm usually the sober friend, pero never kong naisip na I have to take care of everyone.
Bahala kayo sa buhay nyo.
And because for me, you know what? If you're gonna get shiz-faced, that's on you.
Yeah.
It's not my problem. Napakawalang iya naman ang dating. Hindi, pero parang for me kasi, well, I mean, ginusto mo yan. So, di ba?
Ako kasi ang problema ko with
Unless, one time pala, alam mo yun, yung parang hindi rin naman siya malakas uminom talaga, na
Yeah.
napasubo lang na I guess I would look after that person, but in general, especially if it's a habit na all your friends get wasted and you're the only sober one, I'm so sorry, but
You
no,
know what?
I'm not gonna do that.
In my years of drinking, I don't think I have ever been in that state where I've had to be taken care of.
Like you couldn't take care of yourself
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean, I've gotten really drunk and like I've ended up on the toilet, like with my head in the
Yeah.
toilet bowl.
Yeah.
But like that is about it. I would
Yeah.
get myself up. No one needed to take me out of the club. I would go home by myself, grab Uber, whatever. But I'll get home without
Yeah.
anyone helping me out because I know like how far I can go. So how about you guys?
Ako same. Ganyan din ako eh. Kasi, pero although there were situations na somebody had to bring me home.
Mm.
But kasi for me, alam naman ng lahat that I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
So, kung pinilit nyo akong makainom with you, like, you know, you kept asking me to take shots with you, obviously, alam mo na doon papunta yon.
Yeah.
So, parang, most of the time, actually all the time naman, pag ganon, they're like, even before they force you to drink, they're like, please have a drink, I'll bring you home. Yung mga ganon.
May ganon
And
na.
I'm, okay,
Right,
sige,
right.
fine. Pero yun nga, hindi naman nga kasi ko abuso na laging ganon.
Yeah.
Ako kasi, I have been brought home by friends. Pero mainly for the sole reason na nabayaran ko na in their entertainment, in the form of their entertainment.
Yung pag-alaga
Yung
nila
pag-alaga nila sa akin. Kasi meron na silang audio, copy, video
Ay, pag
copy.
ganun, okay lang yun. Alagaan ka namin.
Nag-enjoy na sila
Oo.
na parang that was quite a spectacle you made of
Meron din
yourself.
silang mga burger moment.
Blackmail material.
Exactly.
ganon.
So
Exactly.
parang ano na rin, bayad na rin ako. Mm-mm. So there you go. We'll be playing a couple of songs first in the RX booth, but Hazel and Markki will be back on Facebook.
No,
Live.
you're in the background now. I put Chico on
Oh.
the video now.
The struggle is real, but hopefully we can work on it while we're on a little bit of a break.
Let's figure this out.
We'll play a couple of songs. Here we go. Up next, something from Lord on the Morning Rush with Chico, Hazel, and Markki, all the way till 10 right here on the Monster. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, well, we see you again, and I see you moving.
There
Okay.
you are.
You're moving.
Not for long.
Not for long. You're frozen again.
You're frozen.
Not for
when
long.
your heart's not
open. Ooh, if I can your heart. Ooh,
We'll never be apart. Ba't parang horror?
Give yourself to me.
Parang may nananakot na sa...
Oh, horror remix, Madonna. Bigyan na.
Okay, diba, dance remix naman.
Hindi, ganito.
One, two,
The PH horror remix.
Pwede.
Mm.
Oo.
Yung fast naman.
Oh, fast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, if I could have your
Your heart, your heart, your heart.
Madonna!
We'll never, never,
Madonna.
never.
Madonna, call us!
Ano? Duning! Oh, come on! Duning! Let's do it! Let's do it!
Duning talaga, Chico.
Bakit?
Grabe yung duning ah. Ano ba?
Mm-mm.
Ano naman? Ano? Acoustic.
Ay.
Mm,
Jing, jigga, jing, jigga, jigga,
If
jing.
I could have your heart. Parang ano lang. Parang ano, city version.
Mm.
Bossa. Gusto mo ng bossa?
Hindi, ganito.
Hmm.
Let's see. White Westinghouse Kelvinator Samsung. Lahat ng mga ref.
Lahat ng brand.
Lahat ng freezer.
I cannot.
Kasi
Tsaka
frozen.
OG nung Kelvinator.
Kelvinate. Frigidaire.
Fujidenzo.
So. Pwede.
Go lang. I-ano mo na. Ano, i-restart ko to. Hindi siya yung walang internet eh.
Hindi na walang internet.
Ha? Sige, go. Go lang. Mawawala naman siya ng pusa. But I think we're still gonna be there. So we'll be gone for a sec. Markki, maybe not. I don't know. Let's wait a while.
Do you have
Are we back?
do you have a charger?
Me? For your phone? Oh, no. I didn't bring. Wala akong dalang laptop. I have the ulo of the Apple charger. I don't have the cable. Nawala na si Chico talaga. Ba yan? Are we back? Ay, wala din siya. Hindi, wala din yung computer niya. Hindi pa back. But I'm sure they can hear us. So good morning to everybody in the comment section. It's so hot. Bakit ang init sa booth? Parang walang aircon. Meron ko. Yeah, I have the ulo. Hold on. It's in my bag there. Let's remove na lang the phone.
Ito na. Let's see kung makakapasok.
Pasok!
I have here. I'm in. Okay, let's see lang. Kasi,
Okay, you're blinking. Blink again. You're not blinking. You're a little pixelated. You're
Ano?
frozen.
no.
Ayan,
Kayo kasi
ano.
hindi ko makita. May ganun lang kayo. Bilog lang kayo.
Ayan, oh. See how slow he is? He's literally like barely moving. Well, yeah, it's so slow, Chico. So incredibly slow. Rhoda says, Hazel, how do you feel? Hazel, are you excited about Roger Federer's comeback soon in Basel? Well, I tweeted about it. I shared it on my Instagram. Obviously, I'm so excited. It's also happening on my birthday month in October. But at the same time, I'm kind of nervous because, like, is it going to be the beginning of the end? Will he be announcing something when he's in Basel? I'm just scared. I just hope he keeps playing. I don't even care.
I love
just
I
want
love
him to keep
Basel.
playing.
Me
Bago
too,
to.
Valdez. PC?
Me, I also love parsley.
Buong PC.
Ay, yun naman pala. Ikaw naman pala yung problema, Chico.
Lahat baka mawala yung top 10.
Send mo na sa Viber para sure na.
Bahala ka pag nawala.
Lagot ka, Earl. Malapit na
Oo.
kami
Pag nawala yung top 10 ko,
Lagot ka, Earl. Sagot mo yan. Ikaw magta-top 10.
hanapan mo ako ng top 10. Tapos ko na yon.
Sige ka, Earl. Top 10 ka.
Pero wait, pag ganitong I'm gone, can they still hear me?
I think they can hear you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Our podcast doesn't include FB Live, right? So lahat lang ng on air? Or pati yung audio ng Facebook Live natin?
No, it's just the on air. All the batches of the top 10 and the other
okay.
portions lang.
Okay.
Hindi naman nila
Okay na.
naririnig yung struggle natin.
4% na lang battery ko sa ano. So in the end of the day, ikaw na lang ang lalabas dyan.
Wala na. Iniwan na ako ng mga kasama ko.
Mag-ano ka na lang, mag-nip-slip ka na lang para medyo maraming viewers.
Awa.
Ano ka, Janet Jackson. Markki, hilahin mo kunyari yung ano, tapos bush, lalabas
What's
yung Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson moment. Kayo ni Hazel. Yung kunyari yung jacket lang niya yung hihilahin mo, pero actually,
yung buong ano.
pati yung bra matatanggal. ganun.
Lahat.
Tapos,
Everything. Hindi, yung boobs matatanggal.
tapos tapos mag-aala Janet Jackson si Hazel na yung parang, yung meron siyang faux.
Parang maganda pagtanggal, bigla natanggal din yung boobs. Tapos yung pala breastplate lang pala yung suot-suot the whole time.
my
Can you
God.
imagine?
Can you
The
imagine?
gag.
The gag.
What
Gag,
if nga,
gag,
no?
gag.
Reveal! That would be a good reveal, I think.
Tapos ako, tatanggalin ko yung breastplate ko naman na flat. Yung pala ako yung meron
Malaki pala
malaking boobs.
Biglang may uusbong na boobs. for
Biglang,
being
oo.
Okay, so about, we have to play some commercials. So, we'll be on air shortly.
No rush.
You know what? No, I think we should just go back on air so we can wrap it up.
The no
I'll
morning
play
rush.
commercial.
Yes, because I only have like
With
3
what?
minutes.
Wrap it up with what?
Well, is your top 10 already?
No.
Did you have to restart?
Yes. Sabi ni Earl.
Wrap me in plastic and make
Yeah, we
me
have some greets pa naman so you
Ah,
can...
sige.
We have about a minute of this song pa. Tapos we'll do some greets and then you'll do the top 10. Hopefully by then, you will get the top 10 back.
Okay,
Or
let's
else
try.
we'll have to ask Earl to
Do the top
do the
10.
top 10.
I think kaya niya naman.
Okay. So, happy birthday to my best bud, Mike, in Illinois from Adrian. Hello to Emerson and to Juice Blanc, Angeline, Rhoda, Jason. We'll do some Monster text line shoutouts when we're on air so they can hear it in case you're not watching on Facebook Live.
And to all my Pokemon Go friends, please invite me to Kangaskhan raids. Thank you.
Okay, 20 seconds. Hold on.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the final top 10
Here's
for
the gag.
today.
Here's the gag. All Chico had to do was restart his laptop because now he's moving just
Oh,
fine.
thank God. I can go back to my
Whatever.
Oh my God. Ang
Whatever.
linaw-linaw.
It was just your laptop.
When was the last time you restarted your laptop? Maybe you just keep putting it to sleep.
Mga 2019.
I can't with you.
Okay.
Pinagod natin si Earl, but well, you can finally watch us all on Facebook Live. I don't know how long Markki will be with us because he's super low bat now, but facebook.com/RX931. Some good morning shout outs on the text line before we do the top 10. Hello to the Super James. Have a good breakfast. Nakakainget. He sent us a photo of his breakfast. Good
Oh.
morning. To Cindy as well. Just finished Heartstopper. I just want my own Nick. This series just hits the right places at the right time. I agree, Cindy. I'm with you. Love Nick, but I also love Charlie. I feel like Charlie grew up to be Lady Camden. That's it.
Aw.
That's really how I feel. I feel like they can create an adult version and cast Lady Camden as Charlie.
As Charlie.
I started watching it yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's cute.
it's
Markki,
cute.
stop.
I mean, I'm not hating on it. I mean, I'm not at all hating on it. Everyone around me, were like super
Loves it, diba?
loving it, but I don't know. It's just not. Hindi ko market.
Let's just say wholesome and Markki. Maybe,
Hey, I can do well with wholesome.
but this kind of wholesome kasi is very baguettes. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I love juvenile shows. I mean, hello, I watched
Hey,
The
I love
Babysitter's Club.
I
So
I love juvenile shows, but not wholesome juvenile shows.
you
get
can
me?
only take so much. Like if it's a juvenile show, it might as well be a thriller, a mystery.
Yes, you
I get
me.
it. I get it. But yeah,
Whatever happens, like I'll get past K drama, I'll get past cutesy stuff if it also comes with horror.
right. But to those who are curious, give it a shot. Maybe you like it. You never
Yeah.
know.
Ako, I'm sure I like it.
I'm sure
I'm-
you
You
love
will,
it,
you
Chico.
will.
This
I'm
is-
been
I
to
was like-
BL
For
kasi, diba?
sure.
I kept
So-
saying the entire time, this is up Chico's alley.
Oh yeah,
Especially-
there's not much up my alley.
You
especially-
like it. Basta you like
Especially
it.
that rugby player who looks like a lesbian.
Oh, I wanna watch it already. I wanna watch it already.
Ano ba?
Hala, si Markki na wala. Ako
Eh,
lang ba?
well,
Wala
there
na
you
akong-
go. The
Ah,
laptop
Laptop
died.
gave up.
Hindi nag-work yung the cable. Hello to Mai and hello to Steven who says, Silent Rusher podcast listener from HK. Please greet my wife Stephanie a happy birthday today. She'll go crazy if she hears you guys harmonize to the song in the podcast. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Okay.
Okay,
The
okay na.
spirit of GGG has
Okay na?
entered Chico's
Okay
body.
na?
And hello to Miggy. Thank you for
Hey,
tuning in.
Miggy.
Hello. All right, so here we go. Let's jump into it. The top 10, courtesy of Rhythm 1975. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Number 10, from Nero. Yung pauwi kayong pagod from an outing, tapos ikaw yung nagda-drive, biglang na-flatan ng gulong. Tapos walang malapit na vulcanizing shop. At ikaw lang ang marunong magpalit. Actually, like for me, that's one of the, like I know how to change a tire in theory,
Yeah.
but I've never actually done it.
Oh, you've never, ever?
Yeah, but I know how to go about it. I just never actually.
You know what?
Tried it?
Same. In theory, I know how to do it. I've tried it before, but I have never actually done it myself
Yeah,
yet.
kasi usually naman there's like a manong or like and when they see a damsel in distress, usually naman they're like they're ano naman to help out. Yeah, they're usually okay. And also number 9 from Jenanen. When you have deadline for reports, biglang naisip ng printer mo na hindi siya makikisama at on leave lahat ng signatories.
Ah.
Oh, that's tough. When people who need to sign the things aren't there to sign it. Ugh. Number 8 from Chinito Ken. Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Sa mga nag-intermittent fasting, usually hour 7 or 8 ang pinakamahirap out of the 12 to 14 hour fasting. Yung medyo sa gitna.
Right.
I kind of get it kasi sa umpisa syempre ganado ka pa.
Hmm.
Tapos sa ending naman alam mo patapos na. So I guess, ako I'm like this, not with fasting though, but with flights. Yung kunyari 12-hour flight, I remember when we went to Fiji, 12 hours yung isang stretch. Hindi pa yun ha. That's not the entire trip. That's one stretch, 12 hours.
And then the other stretch.
May 5 hours, may 3 hours.
Wow.
Seryoso. Kasi alam mo yun,
Oh my
pupunta ka pa
God.
ng Australia, pupunta ka pa yung ganon. So the biggest stretch, parang KL yata to Australia. Parang 12 hours. Basta ganon, matagal. Yung gitna ako nababagot. Kasi nga pag medyo nasa 3 hours to go, parang you feel like, oh, you're almost
Almost
there.
there.
Pag naman start, you're like, oh, ang dami pa. Nanonood ako
Excited ka pa.
movie, listen to music. Pero yung gitna, it's like the farthest from
Hmm.
the start and the farthest from the end.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Yeah. It's like that
Ah.
awkward phase.
I can't stand it. Ang tagal pa. Number 7, coming from OD1 Kenobi. Di ka pa tapos sa isang series na pinapanood mo, may 2 bago na naman na dumadating.
Oh, tell me
Oh,
about it.
I
That
know
is
how
torture.
you feel.
Yup.
Hay
It's a
nako,
constant
tumigil
thing.
nga kayong dalawa. Kayo napapanood nyo lahat ng series from beginning to end. And sunod-sunod. And
No,
I don't even know
sometimes
how you do it.
But
I'll take
there
a
are
break.
more that I want to. There, yeah, ang dami pa. There are
You take a
more
break
shows
in
that I want to watch.
between, and then you'll watch the ones that just come out, the fresh ones that you want to finish right away, and then you go back to the ones that you left
For
behind.
the life of me, I can't. I can't catch up. Number 6, from Victoriano. Nakarating ka nga sa dream destination mo via air in just 30 minutes or an hour. Pero 6 hours yung via land. Alam mo yung ano, yung like yung the closest airport to your destination is like 6 hours away.
Oh my god.
So mabilis lang yung flight. Pero pagdating na dun sa land trip version, part of your transfer,
That's what takes longer.
that's what takes
That
longer.
was the worst. I think my worst trip ever. But this is a bunch of events, a bunch of
Yeah.
performances. I flew into Davao, and then I had a show in Tagum. And then when I arrived in Tagum, they said, "Oh, there were these hosts who aren't able to do the show. So can you take over?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Where is it?" And they're like, "Oh, it's up in Butuan. Butuan is the north of Mindanao, and Davao is the south of Mindanao."
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So we drove like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 hours, and then there was another one where I had to drive another 8 hours.
Oh wow.
And then I flew from there na lang instead of Davao.
Wild.
So that was probably
Kasi like for example, sa Cebu lang, di ba Cebu is what? An hour away from Manila? Pero like,
I remember Bantayan, ganun. Ang
yeah,
tagal nung road
kami
trip.
naman Mualbual and another time Malapascua. 3 hours
Also, Mati.
is also like that.
Yeah.
So maraming ganun. Alam mo yung mas matagal pa yung land trip more than the plane trip because the
Yes.
plane would probably be like 30 minutes an hour.
yeah.
Number 5, from Glenn Sum. Last Holy Week, I transferred a huge amount of money from one bank to another. It says transaction was unsuccessful, but the money in my account was gone. Tapos I was trying to call the bank's hotline. It was busy. So sobrang paranoid. And alam mo yung ang haba nung journey mo to get your money back?
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, you have to talk to the bank that was it supposedly transferred to, your bank. You'd have to show proof that you did the transaction. Oh my gosh.
It takes so long.
This
Hassle.
is going to be such a hassle.
That's the
Tsaka ang
worst.
hassle kasi, especially if it's, a big bank, yung ang daming waiting involved when you try to
Yeah.
call their customer
Yeah.
service
True.
hotline.
It's annoying.
And number 4, from Archer Aguilar, sakit ng paa mo dahil sa event. Tapos, hindi mo pa maalala kung anong floor ka nagpark. So, lakad ka pa ng lakad sa parking.
Please don't remind me of my New Year sa
Yup.
lubong with Rika Chi.
Yeah.
In Okada.
Mm-mm.
Inabot na kami ng bagong taon looking for the car because we could not remember
Yep.
where it was.
Hey, that happened to me very recently in my auditions for that new musical that I'm going to be
You couldn't
doing.
find your car.
My gosh. I was like, okay, yes, I'm done. And I got to the parking and I could not find my car.
But at least you weren't in heels.
Yeah, at least. My gosh. Imagine if I was coming from drag. Diba?
Oh my god.
I was walking around for literally an hour looking for the car in Circuit Manila. Oh my gosh.
And can be weird. It happened to us in Rockwell.
Oh, it happened to us before then.
And
Bago pa
I'm-
yung
I'm like,
Rockwell.
We've been here a million times. Why can't we find the car? Tapos like literally, we did. It got to the point where like, alam mo, let's just do this systematically. After, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour of like pabalik-balik, we were like, let's go from the very first floor, go through every single like lane,
Mhm.
tapos second floor, third floor, hindi pa rin namin mahanap. And I forgot how we were able to find the car.
Oh my god.
It was a nightmare. Oh my gosh, ang hirap nun. Number 3 from the super malas guy, papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Ikaw yung host sa wedding reception. Tapos may technical difficulty sa sounds, wala pa yung banda, kaya mag-adlib ka daw muna for 20 minutes. Okay.
And usually pa yan, yung 20 minutes na yan actually. Usually goes longer. Magiging 30, magiging 45.
Yeah.
My biggest nightmare was the worst. I'm telling you. We were in Mandaluyong. It was an event. And then we were about to introduce a band. So the FD goes, stretch, stretch. So stretch kami. Tapos parang like, ang tagal ha. Tapos wala pa yung, nandun yung instruments, wala yung band. So we were like, where's the band? Pa-stretch muna, pa-stretch. Stretch ulit kami. Until finally, I was like, where are they? They were like, Mandaluyong kami ha.
Oh.
Nasa Bulacan na po sila.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
How long did you keep?
Oh, we were like, when I found
talking?
out, I was like, play music.
Yeah,
We're
get us
going
off
off stage.
stage.
Get us off stage.
We're looking like fools here,
Yeah.
just talking.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
You are hosting in Mandaluyong and they tell you to stretch because the band is in Bulacan.
Tapos magsiset up pa yun pagdating.
Exactly.
Holy crap.
Hello, diba? That happened to
That's
me.
crazy.
That happened to me too, but mine was no kuryente. And they're like, stretch, stretch. I'm like, how am I supposed to,
And you know,
project?
you can only do so much, like talking to
You
the
can only do so
crowd,
much.
interviewing people, playing a little game. But at some point, you're gonna run out of stuff to do.
Buti na lang kumakanta ako. So, kumanta ako ng mga acapella
Acapella
songs.
Mm-mm.
And then, sineserenade ko silang lahat. And then, asking all of the men in the audience, what makes your wife a woman of style and substance?
Oh
Ito yung mga owners ng
Exactly,
Jewelmer,
you're just gonna have
owners ng ano,
Yeah,
hirap.
you're gonna have to interview the most random people. Or
But I have to say, after that, they kept getting me. Until today, they're still getting me. So, I mean,
you proved yourself.
you prove
Yeah.
yourself by doing that and doing it successfully, they'll keep getting you.
Ikaw naman kasi, Chico, chance mo na eh. Wala pa yung band. Sana bigla ka na lang nang main laba ko sa'yo.
Hindi nga, nagkano ko. Sobrang substantial interviews. So I went to the crowd and I'm like, ikaw, anong favorite mong number sa electric fan? Ikaw, ano favorite mo? Ako kasi 2. Kasi 1 masyadong mahina.
Nag-TMR ka na.
Yun nga eh.
Ako
Yun
kasi,
nga. Mm-mm.
Frozen when your heart's
Ano,
not
mga 10
open.
remixes.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
10 remixes ka, oo.
Tapos, number 2 from Junathan Van Neswu, yung finally, gagraduate ka na from college. Saya, di ba? Pero naalala mo, ikaw nga pala yung panganay, and now, you will bear the burden of being the family's breadwinner at tagapag-aral ng iba mo pang kapatid until magtapos sila.
True.
Wow, that's talk
something
about
else.
pressure. Talk about pressure. And the top, papunta pa lang sa exhausting part, comes from that guy, Kevin.
That guy, Kevin, says,
Ang probinsyano is nothing compared to the top British soaps like Coronation Street and EastEnders. They've been going on, hang on, since the 60s.
oh my God, yung EastEnders familiar ako.
EastEnders, I am very familiar with
Yeah,
EastEnders.
How
I'm
many
also very
decades
familiar
and
with
the teleserye is still ongoing?
Diba? Thousands of episodes.
Wow.
Yung iba.
Can you imagine trying to catch up, to binge watch EastEnders?
Hello, some of the characters probably already died.
For
I
sure.
mean, the actors.
No,
not the
easily.
characters.
But
Yeah.
are you watching, I mean, is it a daily thing? Is it a Monday to Friday kind of thing?
Probably.
Or is it like
for it to
once a week?
Imagine.
to stretch that long.
That's 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Tama ba? Tama ba math ko?
Ano ba? 19 ano daw?
60s.
60s.
Sabi lang natin 60s.
Oh my,
So-
yeah, 60s.
Right?
Yeah.
60 years.
60
Oh
years
my
ago.
gosh,
And it's still
36
ongoing.
years.
Oh
My
God.
gosh. Like, as in, like, can you imagine, iba na yung cast members? Siguro, will it be possible for the OG cast to have like grandchildren coming out in the show already?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Probably, actually.
Walang-wala talaga yung ang probinsyano if you think about it.
Pero at least you're set, no? If you're an actor in that show, you're set for life.
For
But
life.
yeah. Sometimes you just get one show like that and you don't even have to find other work na. Kasi, di ba?
Totoo.
Yeah.
Like, kunyari, if
That's
they
your
never
bread and butter na.
if they never kick you out or they don't kill off your character,
Yeah.
wala, for life. So what about us? Our turn.
Papunta pa lang sa exhausting part. Actually, for me, anytime I make plans, like whether it be like social activities or well, more so pagtrabaho, syempre. Honestly, whenever I have hosting, and it's not like hosting from home, it's like venue, whether it's hosting, VO, basta any job that would require me to go to a venue, obviously it's great because that's like money. But at the same time, I already know that by the time the night ends, I would be exhausted because I'd be in heels the whole time. I'm going to have to do my makeup. I'm going to have to do my hair. Like preparing for it, actually getting there, being on the job, and getting
Yeah.
home. Ang haba nung, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like, ugh. So
Huh.
yeah.
Ako for me, I can go next. Don't get me wrong, like just like Hazel, I'm very grateful that we are getting closer to our dream come true. But I can already imagine what it's like when we start construction. Because Baby Well will have to be in Palawan and I will have to be here. And not to be a baby about it, but like the daily stuff that we have to do with our fur babies, talagang pang dalawang tao. And I'm going to have to like do everything.
Kamusta
And
ka pala this go round?
this is like 4 days. And girl, girl, like struggle.
Because I remember the last time,
Yeah.
the one before this trip,
Yeah. Hindi,
Stress.
pero that's the thing.
Stress Garcia.
This is not even, we haven't started yet. This is like a little sneak peek, not even a
and
trailer,
probably
a
mas maiksi
teaser.
pa to, di ba?
Ay, for sure. We're talking about like maybe a month. So I'm like, wina-warningan ko na kayo.
we're gonna get,
Alam mo yung papasok ako
we're gonna
parang,
get Petty Garcia.
tapos alam mo yung papasok ako, tapos bilang like, Chico, what?
Oh my gosh, Hazel, I know how to handle him when he has his train
Oh
moments.
my gosh.
Snippy
I cannot.
Garcia.
Snippy. Salty Garcia.
Oh my God.
Train to Garcia.
I cannot.
Kailangan natin,
I cannot.
kailangan natin tong trabahuhin. Kailangan mag-invite tayo ng guests na mag-energize sa kanya.
Ay.
Oo,
I think
tapos
that's what's
magdadala
needed.
tayo ng graham crackers.
Parang yun.
Para
Para to feel better.
Mm.
Tapos sabihin
Much
natin,
better?
oo, gawa tayo ng Graham split. Mango split? Ano ba tawag doon?
Mango Graham. Wala namang split. Banana split naman yung
Oo.
iniisip mo.
Kasi
Uy,
sa
ang
split
galing
ng
na niya
split.
mag
Totoo.
Ang
Oo,
pinag-usap,
nakita ko din
ang
yun.
pinag-usapan natin, Graham crackers.
Yeah.
Anong sinasabi mo?
Wala. Ayun no.
Magaling
lang.
mag-split.
Oh, di ba pag ginano mo yung
Oo.
graham
You
crackers?
can split it in half, you know?
Galing, ha? I was like,
Actually-
wow, ang hirap nung Tapos sabay fold forward habang naka-split. Wow.
Oo, masarap yun.
Oo. Grabe
Diba?
panlasang Pinoy ka talaga kasi na-enjoy mo yung mango Graham. Di ba that's a Pinoy concoction?
Oh, really?
Mm.
Isn't it?
Yes, I think that is. Yeah. Oh, I think Hazel, kailangan natin maghanap ng ng PA para kay Chico para hindi.
Yun.
siya
O para hindi
Alam
na
mo,
siya
yun ang kailangan ko
pagkataboy.
talaga.
Ang dami, grabe.
Yung alam mo yung yung pag linisin mo na yung litter ng mga pusa. I-boil mo na yung chicken breast para dun sa mga kittens. Ano mo na, gupitan mo na ng kuko si church. I need a
Oo,
PA.
diba?
Oo. Mm-mm.
So,
Sige. Mm-mm.
Ikaw tayo ng PA.
Tawagan na natin.
Kasi, di ba, magaling pa gumawa ng kape. So, parang
Parang G, no?
Okay yun na.
Pwede.
Okay yun na.
yes.
Ah,
I guess ako, papunta na sa exhausting part. You think I'm gonna say something about that, but I'd rather avoid it. I am going to talk about my play. It's gonna be exhausting. to put
actually,
together
no,
a
I can
play.
imagine. Tsaka yung mga
Oh my
rehearsal.
3 months of creation, which is great. I mean, compared to Atlantis, which is 3 weeks, 3 months is amazing. I'm so excited to actually really get into it and really grow as an actor and a musician and a stage performer again after forgetting for 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's
So am I going to hear you rehearsing again while we're playing?
oh, I'm gonna be singing here every day.
Okay.
Hmm.
Matatapos din. Okay, wag na. Next
Ay.
time na lang.
Ay.
But basta that is a little bit of a snippet.
Tagalog,
So,
exciting.
yes.
Okay. Okay. But anyway, so there you go.
O, pasabihin nyo Markki. Kunyari yung leading lady mo. May ubo, may sore throat.
Ay, ikaw na lang.
Hello! Is it
Hello.
me you're looking for?
No.
Tagalog.
No.
Tagalog.
Ah.
Tagalog.
Ako ba ang hanap nyo?
Ay,
Oh,
ayun.
dapat ganon.
Pwede. So, there you go.
Thank
my
you
gosh,
for
it's a
joining us.
weekend!
It's a Friday. We are
It's a
done
Friday.
for the week.
weekend.
So we'll be back Monday, but I'll be back tonight for Countdown Top 7. Catch me at 7 o'clock and tomorrow for the Hazel Maze at
And-
5 o'clock.
And check out All Out Sundays this Sunday. It's my first
Oh,
episode
yeah.
Cool.
with my kalove team, si Eugene Domingo and Tuesday Vargas.
Awesome.
So, what
For-
time?
Queen Bex.
Oh.
What time is it?
It's all out. Yeah, it's parang yung
Lunchtime?
act nila. It's lunchtime.
Okay,
Mga
okay.
ganon. And it's just like a comedy musical. It's literally like a stage play on GMA stage, which is so
Nice,
much
nice.
fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so much fun because you get to sing, and the songs are like jukebox, so you get to sing like
Ooh.
Di bali na lang kaya in the
Fun.
middle of acting. So it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Okay, so
Okay.
check that out,
Check
you
that out.
guys. And we're gonna leave you with one last song. Stick around. Nikki is up next. Shout out to Amor, pahabol text. Congratulations to your kababatas, MJ and Anne. They're getting married tomorrow.
Wow, congrats.
Best wishes. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy this track by Benny. Beach Boy, only here on the Morning Rush with Chico, Hazel, and Markki right here on the Monster. Bye.
Bye.